So, we have been discussing for the last few days about the process of knowledge. So, we have discussed already Amanitam, humbleness, Amanitam, Adhammitam, Ahimsa. Ahimsa, non-violence. So, Ahimsa, Khanti, tolerance, Arjavam, simplicity. These things we have already discussed. Now, another important thing is Acharya Upasanam. If you want to make progress, then you have to approach Acharya. Just like if you want to be educated, you go to school, you go to college, you go to university. Similarly, if you want to be advanced in knowledge, knowledge means not this material knowledge. Actual knowledge is to advance in spiritual knowledge. Just in this Bhagavad Gita, the beginning of knowledge was instructed by Krishna that I am not this body. Dehinasmin yatha dehi kaumanam yaumanam jara. I am encased in this body, I am not this body. Unfortunately, at the present moment, this is accepted as knowledge, bodily concept. I am India, I am American, I am Brahmana, I am Kshatriya. This is going. Actually, the knowledge begins when one understands I am not American, I am not Indian, I am not Brahmana, I am not Kshatriya. Oh. Then what you want? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Gopi Bhattu Padakamaleu Dasa Dasanu Dasa. I am the servant of the servant of the servant of Krishna, the provider of the gopis, Gopi Bhattu. That is my real identification, not this body. So to understand this knowledge, one has to approach Acharya. Acharya means one who knows the purpose of Vedic literature, Shastra, Achinatija Shastram, and practices and teaches his disciple. He knows, Acharya means knows, one who knows the purpose of Vedic literature. He practices in his life and he teaches his disciple. He is called Acharya. So Acharya Upasana, before worshipping the Lord, just like here Krishna says, in the beginning Acharya Upasana, and in the middle he says, Moi cha ananya yogena bhakti abhyavicharini. So before engaging yourself in devotional service to the Lord, you must first of all worship Acharya, Acharya Upasana. One cannot become a devotee personally. Just like Samraskar said, what is the use of accepting Guru? Of course they have got very bad experience. But who is Acharya? Acharya means one who has received the Vedic knowledge through the parampara system. Evam parampara praptam imang rajasayo vidu. He is Acharya. Acharya cannot be manufactured, self-made. No, he must come down from the disciplic succession. He is Acharya. You have to approach such acharya, he is coming in disciplic succession. Acharyaman Purusha Veda, one who is under the shelter of acharya, he knows things. The Krishna recommends also here that if you actually want to become in knowledge, if you want to have real knowledge, then you must worship acharya, acharya upasana. This is Vedic system. Tad vijnanartham sa gurum eva avigachet. It is not that if I like I can go to a guru, if I don't like I can learn the books at home and learn everything. No, that is not right. Practically, just like if you purchase some medical book and study at home, and if you begin to practice, you will be called a quack. You will not be recognized by the government. You will not get the practitioner's registration. You will not. Unless you have passed through a medical college, your medical examination, you will not be accepted. Even if you say that I have read all the books. Similarly, if you simply think that I have read, as you see generally, oh, I have read Bhagavad Gita 100 times. But if you ask him what is Krishna, he cannot say. Because he has not approached the acharya. This is the difficulty. He might have read Bhagavad Gita 1,000 times, but he will not understand a single word because he has not approached. Therefore Vedic literature says, Tad vijnanartham sa gurumeva avigachet. Avigachet, this verb is used when the sense is you must. This is vidhiling, forma verb, gachet, avigachet. You must. There is no excuse. You cannot learn. Tasmad gurum prapaddita jigyasu sreya uttamam. If you want to know uttamam subject matter, ut means udgatam, transcending. Tamam means this material world. This material world is tamo, darkness. But if you are interested in the matter which is transcendental to this material world, that means spiritual world, then tasmad gurum prapaddeta, you must surrender to a guru. Jigyasu sreya uttamam, not ordinary jigyasu. Just like we go to the market, what is the rate of this share, what is the rate of rice, what is the rate of dal. Not that kind of thing. Brahma jigyasu. Athat Brahma jigyasa. This human life is meant for inquiring about Brahma, not this rice, dal, share market. No. So jigyasu sreya uttamam. What is the highest perfection of life? He requires to approach a guru. It is not a fashion. It is not a fashion that I have made my guru, such and such Swami. But what you have learned, you cannot learn, because you are not at all jigyasu. You do not know how to inquire. Neither a guru you have met, he does know how to reply. Such kind of guru and disciple will not help. The disciple must be also serious to understand about the spiritual subject matter. That is knowledge, Brahma Jigyasa. One who is inquisitive to know about the absolute truth, he requires to approach a guru. That is Gyan. Gyan means Brahma Gyan. Aham Brahmasmi, this is Gyan. And if I am American, that is not Gyan, that is Ajnana. I am Indian, I am Brahman, I am this, I am that, I am black, I am white, I am fat, I am thin. These are all Ajnana. Ignorance. You are neither fat nor thin, nor black, nor white, nor American, but you are spirit soul. You have to know that. Aham Brahmasmi. I am spirit soul. I am eternal servant of Krishna. That is knowledge. And for this knowledge, you must approach Acharya Upasanam, Saucham, cleanliness. That is very essential. This morning I was talking with Tamal Krishna Goswami about cleanliness is, as soon as you give up cleanliness, you become Mlecha and Javan. Mlecha, Javan, these two names have come into Vedic Shastra. One who is unclean. Why there was always misunderstanding between the Hindus and the Muslims? I am talking of practical life. Because the Muslims were very unclean and the Hindus are supposed, now Hindus are less than Muslim. Less than Muslim. And still they are claiming Shaucha. They are most unclean at the present moment, so deteriorated. Publicly it is being advertised, here is beef saw, come on. Equality by eating beef, drinking wine. Now this is coming. Shaucham. Shaucham, cleanliness. Cleanliness is next to godliness. You must take twice bath at least. It is required. And in tropical countries like India, there is no difficulty taking bath 3 times. Of course, if your body does not permit. But that is Shaucham, to clean. Shaucham Bajjapantaram. Apavitra pavitrava sarvavastang gatopiva jasmare pundarikakham sa bahya abhantaram suchi. The Brahman is called therefore Suchi. He is always clean. Taking 3 times bath, cloth washed, mouth, hands, legs, all clean with tilak. That is Brahman. Shaucham. This is externally, and internally you have to become also Shaucham, Bajjabhantra. Bahya means externally you have to cleanse yourself with water, soap or earth, and internally you have to be cleansed by chanting Hare Krishna Maha, Cetadarpanamarjanam. Because if you remain unclean within the heart, simply by washing your external body and cleansing your cloth, that is not complete cleanliness. That may be called hygienic. But real cleanliness is internally and externally. Jasmare pundarikakham sa bahya abhantaram suchi. So, you have to cleanse yourself externally and internally by remembering Jasmare pundarikakham, the lotus eye, Krishna, if you always think, that is Suchi. And in a Bengali there is a poetry. Muchi hoye Suchi hoy, Jodi Krishna bhoje. If one is Krishna conscious, even if he is born in a cobbler's family, Muchi. In India there are 2 things, Muchi and Suchi. Suchi means perfect Brahmana and Muchi means cobbler, the shoemaker. So, Muchi hoye Suchi hoy, Jodi Krishna bhoje. If one becomes Krishna conscious, even if he is born in the family of a Muchi, Chaman, he can become a Brahman. And Suchi hoye Muchi hoye Jodi Krishna Tyaji. And if he gives up Krishna, even if he is born in a Brahman family, he becomes a Muchi. Muchi means the skin expert. If he is simply busy and the skin, Brahman skin, Your behavior, no, that doesn't matter. So that means skin expert, that's like Muchi, knows how to distinguish whether it is cow's skin or goat skin or this skin. No. One must be Krishna conscious, then he is clean. Samayam bandharam suchi. Jasmane pundarikakam. This is Krishna conscious. Manvana bhavamad bhakta madhyaji magnamaskuru. One who is always thinking of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. He is Suchi. He is no more Muchi. Muchi hai, Suchi hai. Jodi Krishna bhaje. Saijam Atma Vinigraha. Controlling the senses, Atma Vinigraha. That is called Shami, Goswami. If you can control your senses, Vacha Vegam, Krodha Vegam, if you can control your force of talking nonsense, because generally we talk nonsense. So if you can control, you are talking of nonsense things, then you become controller of talking. Vacha Vegam, Krodha Vegam. Naturally, because we are generally affected with Rajas Tamagun, Rajagun especially, and Tamagun, we become angry all of a sudden. So you have to control that. Vacha Vegam, Krodha Vegam, Manaso Vegam. Mind is very restless. So you have to control the mind. You cannot allow the mind to do anything and everything, but it must be controlled. Saidam Atma Vinigraha. Indriyartheshu Vairagam. Indriyartheshu. For the matter of sense gratification, you have to practice Vairagam. Indriya are all the Indriyas, eyes, tongue, nose, they are very much, afflicted or attracted. Eyes always attracted by beauty. I want to see very beautiful thing. Well, you can control the eyes when you practice to see the beautiful feature of Lord Krishna and Radharani. Therefore, the deities should be very nicely decorated. So, layman like us may be attracted by the beauty of Radha Krishna. Gradually he will forget to see any other beauty. This is the practice of Indriyartheshu. Indriyartheshu Vairagam. Actually, the whole life is meant for understanding Vairagya, renouncement. Human life is not meant for becoming more and more attached to the material enjoyment. Human life is meant for tapasya, Vairagya. Here it is said, Vairagyam, anahankara, and false prestige, false identification. Oh, I am this, I must do this. That is, in the beginning, it is taught amanitam, anahankaram. And then, janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha doshanudarsana. We are very much busy to make solution of the problems of life, political problems, economical problems, social problems. They are also problems. But real problem is janma mrityu jara vyadhi, that you have to take birth, you have to die, and when you are in life, you have to suffer from diseases, jara, vyadhi, jara, and you have to become old. Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha. These are really problems. But who knows that these are the real problems? They have taken it, accepted it. Krishna says this is knowledge. If you are scientifically advanced, how to stop death, how to stop birth, how to stop old age, how to stop disease, then you should know that you have advanced in science. Otherwise, what is this? If you have made a horseless carriage, motor car, that is not advancement. It is advancement, but it is not the solution of the problem. The solution of problem is human life, is to how to stop death. Therefore Shastra says that nobody should become guru, nobody should become father, nobody should become husband. In this way there is a list. Namo chayedja samupita mrityum. If one cannot help his student or his son or his subordinate to stop death, actually this is the problem. Namo chayedja samuprita mrityum. We are under the clutches of death. It is as sure as death. So this human life is meant for stopping this death. But if you don't see that this is the problem, that is ajnana. That is ignorance. If you don't accept this is the problem, if you simply think my problem is how to eat, how to sleep, how to have sex life, how to defend, these problems are already solved, even by of the birds and the bees. These are not the problems. They are already set up. A real problem is here. Janma mittu jara vyadhi dukkha dosha anudarsanam. Another problem is asakti. We are very much attached to our so-called home, so-called wife, children. And here is a Gyan means that asakti ranabhish sangha. Asakti. You should, therefore, at a certain age, according to Vedic civilization, one is forced to give up this attachment. Naturally, one is attached to wife, children, home, but the Vedic civilization says that is all right. From up to 50 years, you can remain attached. But panchasodhang vanam vrajet. After your 50th year, you must give up your family life. Vanam vrajet. Go to the forest for tapasya. That was the system. Here at the present moment, everywhere, all over the world, when he is going to die, still he is attached to his political life, social life, family life. That is not knowledge, that is ignorance. You must be detached. Vairagam, anabhishanga, putra daro grihadashi. Family life. Putra means children. Dara means wife. Griha means home. Putra daro grihadishu. Asakti ranabhishanga. Nityam cha samachittattam istanishta upapattishu. In this way, you have to be situated on the devotional service. Devotional service is not sentiment. Just like Krishna, after describing so many stages of advancement of knowledge, then he says, Mai cha ananya yogena bhakti rabhya vicharini. Ananya yogena. Always, yoga means linking up. Always linking up with Krishna. Mai, Krishna says, Mai, unto me, Krishna. Mai cha ananya yogena bhakti yogena. So you can be attached with Krishna if you are adopted in the service of Krishna. Not casually, but constantly. Mai cha ananya yogena bhakti yogena abhyavichari. Abhyavicharini means without break, always, constantly. Satatam kirtayantam mam jatantascha divabrata. In another place Krishna says, Satatam kirtayantam mam. Always glorifying me. And this is Krishna consciousness movement. Always we have to glorify Krishna. We should go, meet people, preach and glorify Krishna. We beg for Krishna. We print books for Krishna. We distribute books for Krishna. We type for Krishna. We eat for Krishna. We sleep for Krishna. So everything should be adopted with Krishna. That is called ananya yogena. Without any break, constantly 24 hours in Krishna consciousness, abhyavichari. Vivikta desha sevitam arati jana samsadi. Arati jana samsadi. Not very much attached with general public because they are not Krishna conscious. We can meet them as far as possible, as far as required. Not that we have to sit down and talk all nonsense with these general people, no. Arati jana samsadi. Vivikta desha sevitam. Naturally, we shall be inclined to avoid such company. But preaching work, we have to go, not to associate with him, but to give your association to him. That should be the principle. Because you have learned something about devotion and service, you should give your experience to such person, but not to accept their behavior. If you keep this in view, then you will be preacher. And if you become victimized by his association, then you are doomed. You should give him the opportunity of your association. Whatever you know, whatever you have learned about Bhakti Yoga, when you go to meet a person, you should try to inform him. This is Krishna consciousness. You also take to it. Jai Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jare dakho tare kaho Krishna. Kaho Krishna kaho. Krishna Upadesh. Jare dakho tare kaho Krishna Upadesh. This is your business. Adhyatma Jnanam Nityattam. Spiritual knowledge. That is eternal knowledge. It will not break. If you learn spiritual knowledge, a little of it in this life, salvamapi asya dharmasya trayate mohato bhaya, then you will be saved from the greatest danger. Tattva jnanartha darsana. If you want to become philosopher, then you philosophize for understanding the tattva jnana. And what is tattva jnana? Vadanti tat tattvavidas tatyam jad jnanam adhyam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti sabdati. That is tattva jnana. Truth. What is that truth? Brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti. To understand about Brahma, to understand about Paramatma, to understand about the Supreme Personality of God, that is tattva jnana. So if you want to become philosopher, then philosophically you try to understand what is Brahma Tattva, what is Paramatma Tattva, what is Bhagavan Tattva. Etat jnanam, this is jnana. Not these degrees, MA, PhD. These are all decoration of the dead body. If you do not understand what is the value of life, you do not understand what is Tattva, what is Brahma, what is Paramatma, what is God. If you do not become clean, if you do not become a devotee, as they are stated, if you have no acharya, you have no guru, then you are in darkness. Krishna concludes here. Etat jnanam. All these items described, this is jnana. Iti proktam. It is accepted. Proktam. Ajnanam jadato natha. And just any other thing except this, beside these things, they are ajnanam. So, you compare, you call any educated person, just like I told you several times, that Professor Kotovsky, big man in Russia, he says that there is no life. After finishing this body, everything is finished. Just see how much ajnana. He does not know. So the whole world is going on under ajnanam. If they accept this Krishna consciousness movement, there is chance of having jnanam, otherwise they remain in ajnana. Thank you very much.